Oh, this is not good. Contact. Squad, take him.
Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to Mechwarrior Mercenaries 5. Man, I'll tell you what, this is one of the games I play for me, and that is kind of what this series of videos is about, is games I play for my own enjoyment that don't necessarily always make it onto the channel, because, of course, people come for hunting and fishing games and some survival crafting. Well, today I have fired up my voice attack profile, and we are going to start a new career because I have saved up my pennies and finally gotten the most recent DLC, Rise of Rasselhag. So up here we get some history. Year 3031. 700 years ago, the Principality of Rasselhag was conquered by the Draconis Combine and turned into what is known today as the Rasselhag Military District. For centuries, the natives of the Rasselhag Military District have been oppressed and ostracized by the larger Combine society. This open contempt of the region's indigenous population has bred a local independence movement known as the Tier. They fight to liberate their people and resurrect the Principality of Rasselhag. It is now the year 3031. The Inner Sphere is reeling from the carnage of the recent Forced Succession War. House Davian and Steiner race to assimilate hundreds of worlds recently conquered in the name of the Federated Commonwealth, including worlds the Tier helped liberate during House Steiner's Operation Gotterdammerung. After completing a garrison assignment on the Lyrian Commonwealth world of Kellenfold, you are approached by a new client who is in desperate need of your help. Let's see where they have jumped us to. Oh, we can't even access the star map. Alright. Well, mission briefing. Okay. So, we are going up against House Steiner, which we actually have a good reputation with House Steiner, and we're employed by the Independents, and we're actually at -10 reputation with the Independents. So this is not going to pay very well, that's for sure. It's great to meet you, Commander. Thank you for coming. Over 200 years ago, during the early Succession Wars, Kirschbach was conquered by the Draconis Combine. Many who feared the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into the Lyrian Commonwealth, abandoning homes, property, and noble titles as they fled. Once conquered, the Draconis Combine forced the migration of millions of Rasselhag families to Kirschbach, leveraging them as cheap labor to clean up the devastation House Kurita left in their wake. House Kurita is basically Space Samurai, the Draconis Combine. Now that Kirschbach has been returned to the Tamar Pact, those with ancestral claims to properties that still exist within the system have returned to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs, with Duke Kelswa's blessing. This brings them into direct conflict with the Rasselhag families that have owned the same lands for generations under Kuritan rule. This mess was already foobar to begin with, but now Duke Kelswa has thrown Inferno Gel on the entire situation by enlisting the services of a mercenary group known as the Gotterdammerung Society. Former LCAF thugs and veterans of Operation Gotterdammerung that went mercenary to relieve the glory days of the recent Forced Succession War, and they do so by enforcing evictions, openly intimidating, and in some cases physically assaulting the Rasselhag natives in system. All while in plain view of me and my first tier, who all have direct ties to the Rasselhag community. My unit and I agree that we can no longer stand on the sideline and watch this happen, but our hands are tied due to our allegiance to the Lyrian Commonwealth. We cannot openly move against mercenaries hired by our liege lord without risking a firing squad, which is why I need your help. I want you to cripple the Gotterdammerung Society so they can no longer oppress the citizens of Kirschbach. I've recently come into possession of the IFF transponder codes for a local pirate group by the name of the Blankbird Beaters. I want you to mask your unit with their IFF frequency and cripple the Gotterdammerung in what will outwardly appear to be a pirate attack from known in-system hostiles. My second-in-command, Tor Miraborg, and I will monitor your progress live on comms and direct you as needed. Good hunting, Commander. Alright. Mission type. Campaign mission. Alright. The Gotterdammerung Society pride themselves as primarily a mobile armor and artillery unit, but do run a number of mechs as support. Taking their mech assets out should give them enough of a black eye that they can't further harass Kirschbach's Rasselhag citizenry. Alright, so when we step up to a job, we'll have negotiation points. Based on the reputation we have with whoever it is we're looking at working for, we will get some extra negotiation points to apply, and we have a total of 5 negotiation points. There's salvage shares, which basically gives us the right to go to the battlefield after the battle and pick up mechs and weapons and things like that. There's a straight cash payout, damage coverage, which basically will pay for up to a certain dollar amount of damage to our mechs, but if we don't end up getting damaged, well, then that money never comes into play. And then there are mission airstrikes, which we have none for this. The base pay for this is 1,142,561 credits, with no hazard pay and no damage coverage. I'm going to go salvage shares. We've got a moderate amount of credits. We're going to get a moderate amount of credits when we're done, and I'd just like to make sure we don't miss anything tasty that might end up dropped on the field. Alright, so we can take a deployed tonnage of 260 tons. The way drops work is basically there's going to be a tonnage limit. If you go over the limit, then you lose some of your rewards. And we're going to hope. Last thing we're going to do before we go is we're going to go to battle mechs, and I'm going to make sure that the firing groups are set up on the Victor. It's got an AC-20. We're going to make that our primary weapon. That's an autocannon 20. And then it has some medium lasers. I'm going to make that our secondary. And I'm going to set those to chain fire, so they'll fire one at a time. We've got SRM-4, short range missile 4, and our assault fist. Alright, let's get back to the mission and let's do this thing.
My unit fought and died in the Fourth Succession War to liberate the Rasselhig people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House Kurita. But Duke Kelsoa's hired goons, the Guter Damerung Society, have come in and treated the Rasselhig natives of Kirchbach like indentured servants. I can no longer turn a blind eye to the Tamar Pact's treatment of my people, but I cannot move against the Society or Duke Kelsoa openly. I need you to take the Guter Damerung Society off the board, or the natives of Kirchbach will continue to suffer. Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely. Good luck, Commander.
Alright. Squad on me.
Forming on you!
Heads up.
Tank spotted.
Contact.
Target acquired.
Tango smoked.
Contact.
Target destroyed.
Contact.
Target acquired.
Kill confirmed.
Destroyed.
Squad on
We
me.
have incoming battle mechs. Transponders identify them as the Blankenberg beaters. Alert King Kill's father were being assaulted by pirate forces. IFF codes appear to be doing their job.
A bit of good news for once.
Contact.
I'll take it.
Squad, take them.
Let's do this. Mech destroyed.
Contact.
New target Wolfhound.
Squad, take them.
Engaging conscious target.
Contact. Squad, take him.
On the commanded target.
Contact.
Target acquired.
Squad, take him.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Target
Contact.
destroyed.
Squad on me.
With you.
Keep it tight. Just had a drop ship that dropped hostiles over there somewhere. Lance, fall in.
Reforming on you, Commander.
I have no idea what to expect. I've never played this before, so this particular DLC, so I'm kind of excited. I'm trying to keep myself under control because I'm such a BattleTech nerd. Contact.
Target acquired.
Enemy vehicles inbound. Boom! Dead.
Target destroyed.
They came down over there, so I'm moving in cautiously. Contact.
Target locust.
Squad, take him.
Commanded target.
Target
Squad,
acquired.
take him.
Burn it down.
You gonna punch me, you little...
Eliminated.
Contact.
Target destroyed.
Contact.
Target acquired.
Target down.
Contact.
An unidentified dropship carrying active
Contact.
reactors just entered our combat zone.
Squad, take him.
Good
Guter Damarong Society, Blankenberg beaters. The people of Kirkbach will no longer stand by as you oppress our people. Shut down and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Squad, take him. Contact. Squad, take him.
You know him.
Oh, this is not good.
His name is Hakan Magnussen.
Contact.
An old friend from the tier resistance.
Squad, take him.
Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
Damn it. This complicates things. Commander, our main objective is still to destroy the Guter Damarong Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all costs. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to the tier forces. They might not know it now, but they're our allies in all of this. They will be marked as a third force on your HUD. Avoid contact if you can, but also don't let the Guter Damarong Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand,
Contact.
try to disable their mechs
Squad,
without
take 'em.
destroying them.
So the ones that are red and yellow are actually nominally our allies, but they don't know it. Squad, take him.
Lost target engaged.
Opponent lost. Need support. I'm reading half of the primary targets destroyed.
Contact.
Keep this momentum going.
Squad, take him.
Sorry, sir. Can't target that.
Squad, take him.
Attack a shared target. What's the component?
Yeah, we're taking a beating here.
Got the Damarong forces taking critical
Contact.
damage. You're almost there.
Squad, take him.
You heard the boss. Let's light it up. I'm reading no more Guter Damarong targets in the combat zone.
Good work. Head to the exfil site at the marked nav point. Thor, do you have a way of contacting this Magnuson?
If my tier communication codes are still valid after all these years, I
Yeah,
should
we
be
lost
able
our
to.
quick draw.
Why?
I don't want
And our
another
grasshoppers on the
debacle
verge
like
of
this to
going
happen
down.
again. Make contact. Maybe there is some way we can help each other out here.
Contact.
New target.
Okay, but I need
Squad,
to
take 'em.
Christian. Hakon is highly ambitious.
That'll
and
keep 'em busy while we make our
Be
exfil
cautious
here.
around him. He'll likely sell you out if he feels it suits his personal needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Make the call. We'll see what he has to say first.
We've got you, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Wow. All three of our mechs went down. That was a tremendously overwhelming force of very heavy mechs. I'm amazed we accomplished it. Well, let's see what we got out of it. Blackjack. There's a Wolf 1, which is a laser boat. A Wolf 1A, which is also a laser boat. So we have 18 points we can spend, so the Crusader we won't be able to get. There's the Enforcer, which is not a bad little 50-ton mech. The Wolf, pound for pound, it's a good little mech. Blackjack, which is a sniper. And then we got a couple of commandos, which are little bitty fellows, as well as the Locust. So I think we'll go what a tough call. I think we'll go Wolf. And let's see, so the Wolf needs medium lasers and large lasers, so we'll take this large laser in case his is destroyed. There's a medium. We've got 16 medium lasers tucked away. We'll take these jump jets. And that's the best we can do. Oh, this is going to be expensive. 8,794,114 credits in damage. And for a sense of perspective, we've got like 4,000 credits. Or no, 3 million credits. Commander, again, must thank you for your ability to adapt to ever-changing situations. Tor and I have reached out to this Hakan Magnusson. He has provided further insight into the situation here through the eyes of the Rasselhag citizens. All three of us agree that the Götterdämmerung Society is the primary threat to peace here in Kirschbach. But Hakan has also suggested that the first tier's exposure to this operation is too great. In his words, the Rasselhag natives cannot afford to lose the first tier as an ally and a beacon of hope for our people. Reluctantly, Tor and I agree that our exposure to this plot puts the first tier under a tremendous amount of unnecessary risk. Therefore, I am transferring the remainder of your contract over to Magnusson to see the remainder of this mission through. Make your necessary repairs, then report to him for further briefing from here on out. I pray that you two will find a permanent solution to our mercenary issue.